start. Ask you to spell your first and last name for me.
Maxtonthoman, maxtonthoman.
And you were from?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Your major?
I am bio major on the pre-med track with minors in Spanish and the computer-based honors program.
Okay. Computer-based honors program, what is your specialty in that area? What do you want to think is your skill? What is
Right.
the area you want to specialize in?
Throughout the computer-based honors program, I've actually had the pleasure of learning how to integrate various different fields, specifically with computers, and then my personal hobby of biology, I guess you could say. My passion is medicine. I've always loved that, and for me, it has to start with research. I think that everything stems from a point, and I think medicine ultimately stems from research. So for me, I'd say the passion comes from that area, and that the computer-based honors program has really allowed me to fuel that and allowed me to boost my traits and make me a better researcher in that respect.
What's the ideal research project for you?
I actually think I have it. My ideal research project is something that I was able to really find this year. I saw an article on the University of Alabama's homepage about some of the university's researchers getting grants, specifically the Rural Health Institute, getting a grant from the NIH, the National Institute of Health, and they got about an $800,000 grant to do some work through the United program, which basically is going to consist of a lot of work down here in the Black Belt. It's going to be community partnered research. So what we'll be doing is we're going to actually have the opportunity to both come down here to various Black Belt areas, speak with students and with teachers and with parents, and attempt to really create changes between obesity, diabetes, and various other issues that are facing the Black Belt currently. So what we'll be trying to do is we'll be trying to both lower those issues on a grand stage through various programs such as healthy eating tactics and food truck ideas and things like that. And we'll also be able to research that through BMI indices and a few other, and blood pressure and heart rate monitoring. So we'll actually have some hands-on clinical research, but we'll also be making a difference in the area. So it's the best of both worlds for me, because I have the ability to both change things and I have the ability to see their systemic change as well.
Well, as one who teaches on health disparities in the communication area, and health communication is an area that finds its way into curriculum on communication. I know that we spend a lot of time helping UA students understand what is the health disparity and what you can do about it. And it sounds like you already have some ideas about what to do about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, I think that one of the biggest things is that it starts at home, and that's something that's been preached from almost every angle. We really need to focus on healthy eating tactics wherever they can be. In schools, yes, but also at home. That's what I think the program that I'm looking at is so powerful at. It's not only dealing with the students, it's not just teaching students how to eat healthy. It's not just teaching them how to live healthy and starting at the root there, but we're also starting with classes for parents and teachers. So it's going to be a whole encompassing tactic. It's going to be a whole encompassing way about going about it. So rather than just being one facet, it's going to be multifaceted, which I think is going to be huge. And I think it's a big way to attack the issues that face us right now.
Talk to me about what you saw today in the class in terms of how the students responded and what's your kind of reaction to today.
You bet. Well, the thing that I noticed most, it has to be that personal interaction works better than group. I kind of noticed that, when the facilitators were able to kind of get down and start talking to people on a personal level about basketball, about things that they were specifically interested in, and how the different personality types interacted with them. I think it really hit home at that point. I noticed true learning at that point. Many people hadn't even written a word down on a piece of paper until one of the leaders came over and said, this is what you're supposed to be doing, but this is how it relates to you. This is how it's interesting. This is why you should be, really interested in doing this. And Anna did a fantastic job today about facilitating as just a fantastic group leader, and everybody else just really pitched in a grand way by getting down on that basic level and just relating. And I think that's one of the strongest, most human basic human instincts that we have.
Talk about how you guys have worked as a group. You mentioned Bert facilitating the day, but everybody helping. How did you all develop that?
Well, I think the University Fellows experience is really something interesting. It brings people from different parts of life. It brings people from different backgrounds and different areas of interest, and we come together through this black belt experience for 3 weeks, and we learn about each other just as much as we learn about the issues that we're trying to conquer. And I think that's probably one of the most wholesome things that there can be. For me, I know that I've gotten to know my cohort, the 6th cohort of the University Fellows experience, in an incredible way. I've learned their likes, their dislikes, their wishes, their desires, everything about them. And I think that when you share yourself so completely with a person like that, like we all have in the past few weeks, I think you'd do anything for them. And in that respect, I also think that their interests and their ideals become your own. And I think that's powerful. And I think that everyone here is so supportive of just the programs that are going on, regardless of if it's their brainchild or not. All we want to see is success, and all we want to see is systemic change here, because that's really what we're here for. We're not here for us. We're here to see change. That's what we want.
What is it that UA students should know about the University Fellows experience, just in general?
In general, that's a hard one. I'd have to say, though, that what they should know is that we're trying to do something that really is impactful. It's something that they can get involved with as well. We're trying to make it a global aspect here at the University of Alabama. In fact, we started a 57 Miles initiative, which tries to get students from the University of Alabama Honors College outside of the University Fellows experience involved with Marion and involved with Perry County specifically. So really what I would like to tell them is that the experiences we're having and the things that we're trying to do aren't solely for us. We want the University of Alabama to be wherever it can be in that respect. And I think that the sooner that people are interested in that, the better. And I think it's gonna be something amazing.
Anything else you want to add?
Just how amazing this experience has been. I don't think that I could be half the person I am right now without the past week and a half. So it's been quite a ride.
Okay. Let's get you to have a